Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our talk show. I'm Josh, and this is
Not Josh. No,
I'm
I'm
Josh.
I'm DJ. Maybe we should just change it to not Josh because it says DJ, and then people are
I know.
like, I thought he's not Josh. Like,
I was thinking about putting not Josh there. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button to catch us every Tuesday and Wednesday when we bring you hearty news and funny stories.
also don't forget we have an audio version on Anchor FM, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, and wherever you get your podcasts and needs.
That's right. And today's random fact of the day is the Twitter's bird's official name is Larry.
Like the little icon, like
The Twitter icon's name is Larry.
it's the Twitter icon. Like I feel like
Has a name.
I feel like you're doing too much.
Has a name.
Right? Like nobody cares about
It's
the Twitter
a
bird.
random fact.
You know.
I didn't say educational.
Nobody's really cared about the Twitter bird since they took TwitPic away, where you could post your nudes and stuff like that. Do you remember? Can you?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Twitter lets you. It's only actually a social media platform that lets you promote your OnlyFans.
Look at my dick.
Look at my boobs. Come subscribe.
Right. Don't forget, it is a brand new month.
Don't forget.
Don't
that
forget.
It's August.
Don't forget that it's August.
We are 8 months into the year 2021.
I know it's getting close to
8
Christmas.
months.
Bob's mom's getting fucking itchy.
Is she?
Oh man, that woman, saint, right?
I
But
know.
she
She just went through
loves
surgery, didn't she?
Christmas. Yeah, I think she just got through hip surgery. She's doing better, by the way. But the woman loves Christmas. Like she is a Christmas.
Oh, and she has her grandkid.
Christmas fucking fiend. This lady.
Anyone that loves Christmas that has grandchildren, watch out.
Oh man, you know those
It's not
people.
about the children.
You know those people who are like July
Me.
and got oh.
Only because it's my birthday.
Ah.
Christmas that has grandchildren.
But lady loves Christmas. So like as soon as it starts getting close, man, she starts posting the Christmas memes
The
and
moment it hits 70 degrees outside,
Right,
she's like,
doing-
Christmas.
doing the shopping
Like,
and
damn,
all
it's
that.
Halloween.
Like right. It's July, Mom. It's July. Christmas.
We're almost there.
You know, lady loves Christmas. But I mean, really, who doesn't? So yeah, but that's not the point. Point is we're in August.
August.
And it's National Back to School Month.
It
Because
is.
everybody's getting ready, gearing up to go back to school, about to start schools.
And I think it's this
know.
weekend is tax-free weekend.
Right, for school supplies and stuff like that.
Everything. I think it's everything.
I know it, you know.
It's mostly school supplies.
Right,
but
it's
yeah.
mostly school supplies,
Like,
but
nothing gets charged, I think, tax
Right.
this weekend.
and because it is August and it's back to school month, our charity for this month is the Kids in Need Foundation. You can check it out. It's down below, and basically, you know, they gather up school supplies, backpacks, you know,
Donate to kids in need.
right, sometimes clothes, bikes so they can get to and from schools. They actually do a lot of stuff.
Help the teachers out. Because most,
Right.
if you guys didn't know this, well, at least in Florida, most teachers buy their own school supplies. There's no budget for the classroom. Not mostly like high school, but like the elementary school when they gotta do projects and construction paper and
Well, that's why they do, like, a lot of the teachers, they send home a list. They're like, listen, if you can, you know.
help the classroom.
So what they used to do, right, is like everybody grab one of each item they need. Right? And they're like, well, that's just a pain in the dick, because then I got to make sure each kid brought in, you know, one fucking construction paper or one, you know,
It's like Thanksgiving.
tissue.
It's like Thanksgiving dinner.
Right. So,
Who's bringing the stuffing?
so now they're just like, you know what, you grab 30 tissues.
That's it.
Timmy's grabbing 30 packets of pencils, and, you know.
I think it's good to help the community, help the classroom out.
Right. Well, I mean, you need to.
Because, you know, these schools, they're trying to always cut out, like, music and arts and stuff like that and try and
Yeah.
take the creativity out of these young people. And I don't think that's right.
Well, it's like you used to have home ec.
We did.
Driving used to be
We
taught in
had
school.
parent development.
You know, you used to be taught driving and stuff
Driving
in
ed.
school. You're not anymore. You know.
I think my freshman year was the last year.
Yeah. I started learning driving when I was 13. So, like, my
I-
dad just got out and said, hey, drive us home.
I learned on a lawnmower. And then we used to go to Fun Depot and play the racing games.
So that's what we did. But the first thing I ever, like, really drove, is so Disney World's got like this go-kart track, but all the go-karts are on fucking like tracks.
Like a magnet thing?
Right. So you can only like steer about a half an inch over this way, a half an inch over that way.
And you just go, ah!
And then it fucking rips you back violently. Like you get whiplash from this thing.
Violently.
Yeah, very violently. So I spent.
So when you were 4, you were 5 foot, you could fit.
Right. Well, I think it was about 8 or 9. And
6'2".
We went to Disney, and I spent all day just riding on that. That's all we did. Like I
Was
didn't
driving?
ride on nothing else.
Well, we used to go to Fun Depot to do the go-karts.
Yeah.
And then the racing
really.
game.
Could
Then
really
we played
afford
the
the
racing
go-karts.
game to learn to stick shift.
I actually learned stick shift on Terra's Geo Tracker.
Yeah.
That piece of shit fucking Jeep.
The little 4-speed.
Mm-hmm. Me and Bubba picked the front end of that car up one
Yeah,
night.
I was there.
Tara was in it. Poor girl.
And we
That
don't
thing
know-
never
we
drove
don't-
straight again.
We don't know why your back's out.
I don't know why my back. Yeah, maybe picking up cars in my younger day,
Throwing couches.
throwing couches at people.
Throwing people.
But again, our charity this month is the Kids in Need Foundation.
I believe they should all be going back to school. Corona is acting up again. So I don't know if they're going to do at-home learning.
See,
so.
is a really great opportunity though, right? With your kids going back to school,
I think
to
it's
teach
good. They
teach
need
them proper hand washing etiquette, covering your mouth.
social distancing.
Like, hey, don't be right on top of each other.
Teaching you how to be a stalker.
What?
Yeah, loving you from a distance. Social distancing.
Some of your jokes just don't
I
stick.
know they don't stick.
Um,
There was less school shootings in 2020. People just kept closing their laptops.
That's not funny. Moving
But
on.
no, I think people need to go back to school. They need a social environment. These kids can't be staying at home for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, they need to learn how to interact with society.
Right. Well, I mean, like the big problem with it is right, the interaction. You don't get.
Because you most kids, unless you're that brainiac kid that's just paying attention, are going to be like this when the teacher's talking.
Don't give a fuck. I saw some of them like where it's like giant Zoom rooms of all kinds of kids.
Yeah.
Right. And like
college?
one kid's just got like a stick figure, so you can't actually see him.
Or my camera's broken.
Right. Yeah.
Over here playing Grand Theft Auto on the second screen. The only kids that look good are the gaming ones, because they have the proper camera and equipment.
Right. Why do you guys, like if we were still in school, we'd be set. Double computers, cameras, like we'd just be like, all right, miss, what do you need?
Yeah, we can have a whole classroom.
Right. The background.
But that makes me mad. It's not really teaching, though. That's more like copying and pasting, because the teacher's not teaching. It's like, go to this website, PBS or whatever it is, open your packets or whatever to page 2, fill this out, come back to me.
See,
like, that's not learning.
When I was in school, I found some teachers were like that. Some teachers were.
Well, I was in ESC, so they had to be hands-on.
And then some of the teachers were, but even the ESC teachers, some of them were like that, and some of them weren't.
Many people in their class.
My science teacher, he was very, very hands-on, very, like this has this reaction, right? Like
shows
all
you
kinds of stuff. The crazy thing is he used to, like sometimes I wouldn't bring like paper in to write on, so I just like write on the back of my skateboard my notes.
That makes sense.
And then he'd take my fucking skateboard and ride it around the room, so I couldn't write notes. So then I just have to memorize it.
Writing notes that you can't use later.
It's
I just memorize it now. Do I need to look at it later?
Right. Well, that's what he taught me. Is like you just memorize it right now. You don't have a problem. You don't got to write it down if you don't want to.
Or they make you take the notes and the test is right after the notes.
Right.
Why do I have to fucking write the notes down?
To give you to
because of the
time.
exam is all the tests all together. Oh, okay.
I like the one. My favorite ones was like my history teacher. Right, he used to do asshole things, and he'd tell you, it's like, in college, you should really read your test before you take the test. Like, read through it, at least skim it, right, just to make sure. And, like, so he would put at the end, it's like, if you've read this test, please don't fill it out, just turn it over and set it down.
Let's see if
right?
we did it properly. Follow directions.
Right, and see if you can follow directions, right, and then, like, so you do that, right? And like he's like, all right, cool, read the test, so I know something's fishy, right? So I just, I find that, turn it over, set it down or whatever. But you'd see like 20 kids fucking erasing the whole test because they had just gone through and done this whole test,
Dumbass.
And he'd let you do it, right?
Oh,
He
you're not
would
gonna stop it.
he wouldn't 10, 15 minutes in be like, all right, are y'all done reading the test? All right, give them back, right? No, he'd let you fill the motherfuckers out, and then he'd grade it, right? And then give you an F, right?
No, they're all right.
No, and they're all right. Like
you didn't follow directions.
Because you didn't follow directions. Put your name at the top and turn it over.
School to me was just too much copy and pasting. It's not like you're learning. Like, you didn't learn. You learn where to put a comma in English and how to use proper grammar. That's different. And you learn math, the two things and stuff like that. But you're like, oh, a platypus lays eggs and it's the only mammal.
See, I always found that, like, even with the teachers that gave packets and stuff like that, learning was more about me and not so much about them, right? If I wasn't...
Force yourself.
Right. If I wasn't, being stimulated enough by the teacher or the class or the subject, I would try to find ways to make it more interesting. And if that meant pushing forward without the teacher, right? Because the topic we happen to be on, right, happened to be more...
Especially if you repeat the grade.
Repeat the grade, you already know all the stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but I got mad. I fell asleep the whole time in health, and when the test came, I got an A.
Right.
And he's like, what the... And he like called the teacher. He's like, what the hell is this? He's like, this is like his third time.
That's what I did.
I sure hope he knows it.
That's what I did in science during, like, dinosaur week and stuff like that.
Look at that.
Fucking...
Literally, like, I would nap, and then Brent would wake me up because the paper would be on the desk. I'd fill it out and go back to sleep. And we hand it in, and I had a 98. I had the highest grade. And he's like, how is this possible? Asking the teacher. He's like, I don't know. Fucking Josh could teach the class. He's been here so damn long.
My teacher thought I was cheating, so she moved me off into the corner. I did the same thing. And
my other teacher is pregnant, and I took algebra twice. So every time she had to use the bathroom, she had to go all the way down to it. It was Miss Burke. She had to go all the way down to the teacher's lounge. So she's like, Josh, teach while I'm going to use the bathroom. So I would teach algebra every time she had to leave.
Keep filling this out. All right, moving on. We got some news today, Josh?
Yes. Did we do the audio version? I think we did.
Huh?
We have an audio version of Anchor FM, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, I did that before. I did that. You did the
random fact.
The random fact, and then I did the charity, like we always do.
All right. Today's first viral news is that Disney sued by Scarlett Johansson for Black Widow streaming release.
All right. Again, I swear to God, we talked about this on Wednesday.
No. We were playing Apex Friday with Bob, and Sonia was talking to us about it. It was after Wednesday.
I'm going to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure it was on the Wednesday show.
No, I mentioned that Scarlett, they did a lot of money.
No matter. So people get really upset all the time. They're like, oh, actor problems or rich people problems or things like that. It was like, but this is how people make their money. They go through years of acting school.
It's in their contract. Like, if they can't pay her all up front, or they give her part of the stock or part of the, what's that thing called? Royalties, like from the toys or something.
Right.
They get X amount of dollars.
That's like, there's some where people, they work hard to get there. And then, some people like The Rock, Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman was like in his 30s or 40s before.
He was old when he started.
Right. Anybody know?
Al Hickman too. The guy that played Snake.
Before anybody noticed them at all. And then just took off, So like Rock, I think he was in his early 20s or 30s.
I think he did Scorpion King at 28.
Right. Well, but he was wrestling at the time.
He's been wrestling since he was after college.
And it's like wrestling's a lot like, being a stuntman. You
well, not even that. He did a lot of acting.
Right.
He was the bad guy at one point, the good guy at one point. A lot of improv.
So these people do a lot of work so they can make that kind of money. Just like your electricians, your pilots, they go through training and stuff so they can make the buku bucks.
And I think she had to renew her contract after Endgame.
Right, and then when
she died,
when you turn around and just like completely fuck,
we got scammed.
Huh?
So we got spammed. Yeah.
We got spammed?
Yeah. Someone put a link about sub to sub in our chat on
Oh,
Facebook.
yeah, I saw it earlier. But so you get a lot of these people, and then people turn around and it's like, well, why the fuck are you complaining, Scarlett Johansson? Like, I'm sure you got money. You're not hurting, right?
Her agent, I think, found actually the thing. But yeah.
Like, but no, that's
Yeah,
how
you
they
have
make their
you
money,
have
so
a
they're not
contract
hurting.
with your employer.
Right. Because you know damn well if she done something fucked up,
Shit.
Disney would have fucking slayed her ass.
That's
You know, Disney would have had
You don't
her
believe
ass
me?
on a pike
Johnny
so
Depp got
fast.
fired for something he didn't do. So yeah, they do slay him.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm saying Johnny Depp got fired for something he didn't do.
but then you're gonna turn around and do something fucked up and expect them not to do nothing. Like,
Well,
that's just
it was
crazy.
her, and actually some of them. I think that's what we talked about. Some of the movie theaters were mad at them for streaming Black Widow the same day. They don't mind it going to Disney Plus, but you should wait the weekend. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
get the box office
Well,
weekend.
because I mean, other than the people who are like nostalgic, right? And it's like, oh, I like the feel of the seats, and I like the $15 popcorn, and you
Yeah,
know,
they want that movie theater feel.
Right,
The
experience.
hardcore Marvel fan.
right, the you know, the big screen and the rumble of the seats.
Oh,
You
IMAX. Yeah. Let's go to movies.
Me, I don't give a fuck, right? I'm not like, I'm
Well,
not.
most people watch it at home because for $30 you can you can have a party if you wanted to.
Right.
Everyone gets to watch Black Widow for $30.
Well,
Shit, you can charge everyone $30 to come watch it.
have a
like-
party is like, you know, it's like I just see Trina like the posts and stuff like that. So it's like Trina's got kids, right?
Either.
Who fuck wants to drag their kids? You know, and then she's got two, so she's got to pay triple for everything, right? She's got to get her a popcorn, got to get a little Timmy a popcorn, got to get a little Susie a popcorn.
Hopefully they can share.
You know, oh yeah, no, you can't share. You got to get them their own. You know,
I'll get drinks.
because each one wants different levels of butter, right? And there's like, then you got to get drinks, you know.
The snack bar is where they make their money, not
Right,
not the movie.
Then you got to get the little fucking polar caps and the, you know, the gummy
Icy.
worms.
I want icy.
And, you know, halfway through the movie when it's starting to get
gotta
good,
pee.
one of them's got to pee, and you're like, fuck, you can't leave the other one. You got to take both. So it's like, you know,
Damn, DJ just stressed himself out.
bro, it really happened. Like I'm just like, fucking hey, man.
I don't even want to see the movie now.
I don't even want to see the movie now. I don't even want to go. Right. So at home's a better option because you're home. You sit them down, you watch a movie, get them
You
their
pay
popcorn.
extra, but
Yeah, but you actually get to enjoy your experience being at home in the comfort of, right? Because little Timmy got to pee. Go fucking pee. I'm not pausing the movie. Right? I just pause the movie real quick.
go
Like
make some
no.
more popcorn.
Right. Go grab some more popcorn. Do whatever. You know. It's.
You're not embarrassed in public.
I'm just saying, like it's fucking insane.
Well, yeah, but they're
to think,
upset because
you
they
know.
could have, like I said, did the box office weekend.
And then if you're like me, I'm an asshole, right? If I go for one movie, I'm sneaking into another theater.
Oh, for sure.
I'm like, oh, I paid.
If I'm at the drive-in, I'm watching the next one.
Well, yeah, the drive-ins. You know, we've watched cars move from one spot to the other. What?
Trina said something.
What'd you say?
With the type of TV and surround and sound available these days, we have plenty of love to have a party at home with premium access.
But see, that's what I mean. You know, it's a lot easier.
And you can watch on your time.
Right. When you're ready, right? You don't have to like, fuck, it's an 8:30 show in.
Everyone get dinner.
Now I gotta
gotta
get
feed
the kid.
kids.
Right. Gotta feed them. Gotta get them showers. Like, just the whole everything of it.
Well, yeah, but that's not the
You know.
issue. The issue wasn't because it got to stream. Of course, it's going to go to streaming. The issue is that I think they made a deal to wait. Again, first Marvel movie since the pandemic
Right.
to wait, and she's supposed to make her money off the box office.
Right.
So I think they had a contract either for the first week or the box office weekend.
Oh, again, I understand why she's upset.
Well, yeah, because you got to think about, it made 80, 100 and something million in the box office, which is good.
Buku bucks.
But what's it called? They made on Disney Plus 70 million, which is all profit to Disney because they didn't have to pay the distributor.
Right.
They didn't have to pay no one else.
We got a yo on.
What's up, these blokes? Shooting the shit about Disney, sus dog.
Bro, Disney's really shady though. If you
Disney
think about
owns the world.
it. So like, that's just like, you know, people talk about lobbyists, right? How like people are lobbying the fucking government officials and things like that to change laws to get their way.
That's how we used to get tobacco and
Right.
alcohol.
Disney does that same shit.
Yeah, for licensing.
Right, so they can keep their characters for
Bro,
longer and
these
stuff
people waited to close the Fox deal in time for Disney Plus
like that. Right.
to put The Simpsons and every Fox thing on Disney Plus
30
to help
seasons,
it. Yeah,
35 seasons.
They waited.
You know,
yeah, they
a
waited.
whole fan base that they could just come with me.
Disney went to war with what's it called with Sony about Spider-Man.
Right. You know, the people say it's like, oh, it's the happiest place on earth. I'm like, yeah, but
They're cutthroat.
yeah. Their lawyers are some of the best lawyers on the world
They
too.
own sports. They have 30%.
They own sports.
They have 30% profit at ESPN.
It's just crazy to think like everyone's like, oh, Disney World. And,
Disney owns one half of the world.
let's
And
have, you know, because up here, right, it looks great. It's like, oh, Mickey Mouse, you know, and Goofy and all
longest
that.
running theme park.
Right, and then it's like over here, it's like death and destruction.
You're all like some meat type beat homies, right? I don't know. Nope. It's on YouTube.
I mean, I have no idea. I don't know what
What's a MIP?
MLP is.
Beat homies, right? I don't know. I can't tell you.
We're just some regular old dudes, man.
But
Some
moving on to the next news.
some regular old dudes.
Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam won't be rated R, but will shake up DC movies.
See, no. DC movies have always been like your
They made a rated
you're
R.
gritty, you're
Dark,
right, you know, and stuff like that. So having there's not a whole lot of DC movies for children, you know.
No.
Like it's not like Shazam was pretty.
My Little Pony. MIP.
Oh,
MLP. No, we don't.
I mean, I get.
Well, there's a Time Lord Little Pony.
I don't even know what. I know My Little Pony, but I don't know what. Is that like being furries? Like you go out and you dress up like My Little Pony and.
Anyways.
But so DC doesn't have like your like
Harley Quinn?
no, it's still not really family friendly. Like it's
No, other than your Superman, like your PG Superman or whatever. I saved the world.
right.
But that guy fucking snaps Zod's
Like
neck, bro.
even on like Cartoon Network, right? When it was like
Regular
Batman,
Oh, regular
you know,
man.
and stuff like that. It was still kind of dark and
It's always dark.
adultish.
Like Flash could be like not a kid's show, but a family show. I guess.
Flash and Shazam was probably like their lightest.
Yeah, knowing Shazam's
You know.
enemy is Black Adam.
Right. Well, they didn't do that first because they didn't like.
Well, this one, if you guys don't know, the Black Adam, I think it's going to happen in the 40s. Because he's actually older than that. He got from Egyptian times. He got his powers. But he's supposed to be fighting the Justice Society of America, which I think happened in the 40s or 50s.
I have no
Like,
idea.
well, you had Jay Garrett as the Flash.
I just know Black Adam doesn't get his ass whooped as often as everybody else.
Nope, he doesn't have a cape.
He don't play his game. He wasn't actually technically a bad guy either.
No, he just misused his powers. And
Right.
then Shazam's like, no.
Right.
And he's like,
He
well,
was-
fuck it then, bro.
He was just trying to make his society better. You know.
This is like a 2/3 of a circle relationship. And imagine them jumping a long sandwich between two fights. Damn. Next news.
Not even gonna read that out loud.
Rising corona cases holds Hollywood production movies again. Purple.
I'm sorry. I'm 2/3 of what? What? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Rising coronavirus cases halts Hollywood movie production again. Mission Impossible got shut down briefly for testing positive.
Even Disney's going back to the masks and stuff like that inside the park.
Yeah, I heard. But you know what Chicago just had?
Lollapalooza.
Chicago just had like one of the largest concerts.
They were giving President Obama shit about having a birthday party Like everybody coming in won't be screened and stuff like that.
Chicago had the largest concert. That's okay though. Yeah, California was like no mask, and then like 2 minutes later, masks,
Right.
masks, masks.
I never stopped wearing my mask. You know me. I'm even after like it's all done and we're like Corona's never coming back.
We're using Corona like Lord Voldemort. If you don't say it, it doesn't exist.
Right? No, it's not.
Actually, no. My sister has Corona. She's in the hospital.
That's crazy. Tim caught it too.
Did
Yeah,
he? She was at Bible camp.
You know.
So the good Lord couldn't save her.
I don't know. Like I said, just stay safe. Wash your hands. Do what you got to. You know, don't touch your fucking face.
Don't touch your fucking face.
Like I touch my hair. That's about I go over my face.
All right, our next news: PlayStation video game Horizon Forbidden West delayed to 2022 for PS5.
What's this? What year is this?
2021.
Is it 21? See, I don't even know what fucking year it is. Like, that's how long I've been in the goddamn house.
The sequel to Horizon, what's it called?
Right? Like, I can't.
It's now delayed for the first quarter of 2022.
Supplement your immune system. Yeah, see, that's a good idea, too. Trina said eat better foods to help boost your immune system.
Take vitamins.
Yeah. Exercise. Well, you say that. I do exercises and stretches and work around the house to keep me moving and motivated the best I can, you know, because I can only do so much because of my back. What happened?
No, it worked something.
Oh, you're at work. Tell you this is your job. Tell the other job to fuck off.
So yep, that got delayed.
You know, but yeah, eat right. Like I said, wash your hands. Don't be breathing on motherfuckers. Don't fucking, don't let motherfuckers be breathing on you. Like, I can't stand that. If I go into a store, I'm in a line, and you're just, like, too close, I will move. Right? Like, I have the levels of upset. Yeah. Right, is what I call them. I move first. Right? Then if you move closer to me, I move one more time. Right? It's almost like 3 strikes.
You keep moving, bitch.
Right?
I'm moving for a
reason. And then if you move again, I say something. I'm like, yo, back up.
Are you moving for a reason?
Right. And then if they start to get irate with me, I just tell them, it's like, listen, I'm diabetic. I'm disabled. I'm not taking no chances. Okay, you don't got to stand that close to me. Back the fuck up.
Don't breathe on my neck.
Right. Don't breathe. Right. Don't breathe on my neck. You know. Because it's like, even when I go out, I come home, I got to shower. Right. Full on shower. Like, I just run to the store, come home, got to shower. Fuck. Got to wash the whole body off, wash the hands. You know, do what I got to do.
Clean the ears.
Clean the ears out, blow the nose. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do to stay safe, right?
That's it. Speaking of not staying safe, this guy here.
Why? What happened?
Man shocked through video game controller after lightning strike.
How is that even possible? Most video game controllers nowadays are wireless.
Maybe he poor.
Maybe
he was charging it.
I guess that's true. I don't know. I've never heard of somebody getting shocked through the controller.
Now you have. It made video game news.
Like, it made video game news. It just seems so crazy to me. Like, did it say what he was playing?
He was playing God of War.
Playing God of War. Fucking. He threw the axe, and right when he did.
Did you hear about the new update of God of War? They're doing
Ragnarok?
No, the update for the game that you have.
Mm-mm.
Apparently, it's gonna be like an update for like a side thing, or whatever it's called, that you get to do more. But one of them is to teach the kid to clean his foreskin properly. And then apparently he cuts it with an axe.
I don't think that's real.
No, I read the whole article on it.
At Publix, I asked someone to please back up, and they said, I'm vaccinated. I said, I don't care.
I have personal space.
Yeah, see, I don't. I hate that defense. I'm vaccinated. I really don't care if you're vaccinated or not.
You.
Right? I just don't like your. I don't like the.
I'm married. I don't need you close.
I don't need you all huddling up on my ass.
Day that invade my personal space. I don't need you to.
I don't need people I don't fucking know climbing all over me.
I don't even like them.
Yeah, I just, like I said, sometimes I just get pissy, right? And I try to handle it.
Crowds anyway. You get not paranoid, anxiety.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is like I just like it's different when I was bouncing, right? And big crowds, I was the boss, right?
So you have a control issue thing.
Kinda, yeah.
Like
You
you're
know.
big, you want control.
Right.
You feel like you can't control because you're disabled, so now you're extra paranoid.
Right. So I just stay
Because he's
away
like, he
from
has that
all
last bit of strength. Like, he can only turn the Ghost Rider one more time.
Probably right.
So,
Right.
like, he has to save it.
It's only gonna be.
Oh, no, like
once.
my hero. He can only switch one more time.
Right. So I'm saving
Before
it
he
for
dies.
for the perfect moment. You know, the
He
last
don't want to waste it.
the last person finally gonna get
he
it.
told me the other day, he collected all 7 Dragon Balls. Just
I
so he
wish
could
him-
wish a person would.
Wish a motherfucker would. You know.
And then he traveled all the way to Namek.
we were watching something and
Parking Worlds.
well,
And the
yeah,
guy
it was-
flinched at him.
Right, the guy jumped at him. See, it always like the daughters and stuff always makes people nervous. So like I get that.
Bro, I will kick a
Yeah.
child. I can't have a daughter. My little princess playing on the playground, a little boy comes up, steals a toy, I will fucking kick him. I will kick a fucking
I will not
dog.
react properly
I will not.
to-
You made
to
my
that
princess
situation.
cry.
to that situation.
I will fucking kick a little. Sparta kick his
Bro,
ass.
it's like I saw something the other day, right? And I guess some guy yelled at some other guy's kid. Now the kid was like 15 and he had done something he shouldn't have, right? So like the guy's like, "Hey, yo, you shouldn't do shit like that because you get like." He was telling the kid, you
Knock
know,
that shit on.
giving the kid knowledge. He didn't put his hands on the child, you know. But to me, at like 15, you're not a child, you know.
Yeah,
but
man.
I was 6'6" at fucking
I was
15-year-old.
I was 6 foot at 15.
So
still
like, you know, it's a little different.
taller
But,
than most.
but you know, at 15, if somebody cursed at you or something, you must have deserved it. Like, what did you do? Right?
Yeah.
And that's the mentality my dad and stuff took with it. Right. But like, I see some people, it's like, oh, you better not curse at my fucking child. I was like, well, first off, if I'm willing to curse at your child, I'm willing to whoop your ass.
I wrote
Right.
something.
Like, I wasn't trying to curse at him to belittle him. I was trying to teach him a lesson. It's like, yo, don't be fucking burning out on other people's property, you know, with your dirt bike all up on my lawn. That's not cool.
It's
You know?
not cool.
I'm just saying, like I wasn't trying to like scar the kid or hurt him. I was just like, yo, probably shouldn't fucking do that. Now my yard's all fucked up. Who's gonna pay for this? Blah blah blah. You know. But half the time, anyways, when the kid does something wrong, I'm like, yo, where's your dad? Or I'll just whoop his ass because obviously he didn't teach you properly.
I had that in
Right.
my profile earlier. Where is it?
You know, my dad used to tell parents that all the time. If I went over to like somebody's house,
Well, my mom beat you.
they're like, oh, you get out of line, just beat DJ's ass. Like he'll figure it out.
My mom did that. You cussed at my mom's house. Oh, this kid cussed. My friend cussed at my mom's house.
That wasn't me.
He beat her. She beat him.
Like,
He went home and told his parents got beat again.
bro, I remember.
He got beat twice.
I remember Tamar's mom. Right.
Yeah.
To Tamar's mom, boy. And this is when I learned about Haitian mothers. You know, very loving but very firm. She was yelling at him about taking out the trash, and then smacked him with the keys.
My
Right.
mom did that.
Well, I wasn't paying attention to the conversation. I was paying attention to what we were doing.
Yeah.
Right. And then when she hit him with the keys, that was funny because it's keys. Like yeah, it smarts, but it's like nobody's ever been killed with car keys. Like that's not, you know, maybe if she's really beating the hell out of them and they got like 10-pound weights on the end, but like that's like Roxanne used to carry around keys with fucking spikes on them, and if we'd get out of line, she'd catch us in the ribs.
My mom had the whip key tape.
Well, right. It's like so it's like you really can't like keys, you know. And I laughed, and she looked straight at me and asked me what I was laughing about, and fucking hit me too.
Hit you with the keys.
And then told me, is like, well, if you'd have reminded Tamar that he was supposed to take out the trash, we wouldn't be in this fucking situation.
That
So
was your fault too?
right. So you're just as much his fault, right? Because she looks at me and she goes, "You took out the trash at your house, right?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." She's like, "So why didn't you fucking tell Tamar to do it?" I'm like, "Well, damn, you got me there."
I'm not my brother's keeper.
And then that's no.
Wow.
That's not how it works, right?
Oh
Like,
man, speaking of the kids,
certain moms, boy, they're, you know, it's just. And Tamar's mom, she was the nicest lady ever. if you looked at her children wrong, she'd fuck you up too. Like she would not play games when it came to her babies or the neighborhood kids in general.
Oh, yeah, the whole neighborhood. Moms.
Yeah, like she didn't fuck around.
I wrote a post or a thing like on Facebook a couple of years ago. It was parents. It is your job to educate your children,
right,
and teach them right. If they're idiots, it is your fault. Please educate your children.
Right.
But I can't have it though. Like I said, my little princess be playing on the playground. Little boy comes up, takes her shit, and fucking kick him.
Honestly, that used to make me act a lot better when Dad would like in front of me tell the parent that I was going to hang out with, if he gets out of line, you just whoop his ass. Right? Don't hesitate. Don't be afraid. So I would honestly act better, not knowing the severity of ass whooping. Right, I would receive
ass whooping twice.
Right, because I'm gonna get an ass whoop. If he got to whoop my ass and then tell my dad when I get home, I'm getting another ass whooping.
2 ass whoopings.
You know, so I was always on the P's and Q's.
Oh, that was at church. If you got in trouble at church, you had to sit next to my mom. Like the community church. Like any children that got in trouble at church,
straight to mom.
Their punishment was that they sit next to my mother. I'm telling you, church is the only place that you can beat your kid and people just sing louder. Because I cried loudly, and I just heard that everyone just start singing loudly.
Shit, they at our church they had one of those quiet boxes where no sound would go out.
Shit, I cried loud, and my sound went out.
Yeah, no.
My mom would take that sandal off and beat me so bad.
Not in this room. It was a soundproof room for
when the baby
kids
cried,
just like you.
Or when the baby crying.
Right, or when the baby cried, stuff like that.
And then you gotta come in with the shame, because she would take me outside. So the way the church was, basically say this is the church and here's the door for outside, and we would sit by the back pew, of course. And she would take me out. I'd cry. Everyone sings louder. I had to come in. Eyes all red and shit. What Linda church did you go? I went to Church of Christ. We went to 2 of them. One was on 45th Street and one was on Jog Road.
See, our Savior Lutheran is on Lake Worth. Next to
no, we're close to my old
Lake
church.
Worth High.
Right behind the library on Jog Road.
That way.
Right here on Lake Worth.
Mm-hmm.
The library right there.
Mm-hmm.
On Lake Worth and Jog. If you go behind that road down there, my church is down there.
Oh, we'll see.
And he would come out the door. She'd spank me and come back in and still crying.
See, we went to a Lutheran church, so.
I went to 45th Street and that one.
Only went there until she passed away. So.
We had to go. You spend at your friend's house. You had to come home on Sunday morning at 6 a.m. Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'd just be like, oh, we're gonna go to their church, right? Like they got church, so I was gonna go to church with them.
She's like, nope.
You know. But
she would just ask them. It was in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Friday night was the place to be. It's Friday and Saturday. You get popcorn, play Nintendo 64, stay up late with your friends, talk about girls. And sneak out, play manhunt.
I don't have friends.
Our last viral news. Florida man hospitalized after jumping into a jaguar exhibit at the zoo.
Huh?
This guy put his arm. Okay, yeah, due to injury after sticking his arm in a jaguar pen at the Jacksonville Zoo. And they shot the jaguar. No, I'm just playing.
Fucking Harambe, bro. See, I don't even know how to address this. Right? Because it's like common sense would tell you.
Predator, stay back.
Right.
He lives in a cage, bro.
Oh, look at the little kitty. I just want to pet it. No, I just and jaguars are not small cats. Right? It's not like Psy, right? Just laying around.
Meow.
Right. That's not a thing. It's a full-size fucking cat. You know, it will maul your fucking arm off.
For fun.
Oh man, it's Florida, man.
You're in his habitat. You're not friendly. This reminds me of a story that my uncle told me in New York. I guess he was next to the Bronx Zoo working on construction.
Uh-huh.
And they're all having lunch, and I hear a loud bang, like boom, and it echoes through the place. I'm like, what is that? And they go over, and where they were doing construction was next to the gorilla cage, and the gorilla was hitting the steel beam, bending it.
Right.
And he's like, what? I was like, what are you, like a steel beam? He's like, Josh, I'm telling you, a steel beam. And this
Fucking
gorilla
fucking girder.
was just hitting it. And it was bending.
Daniel's on the lines then. Yeah, I'm sure he did.
That's a Bible story, guys.
I'm sure he did. I don't, again, there's like,
Don't be fucking with these animals.
and it's crazy to think, right? Like a lot of them, the worst part is it probably happened close.
Fast.
It probably happened close to feeding time. All right. Because
I'm gonna pet the kitty.
Right, that's probably what got him fucked up.
I bet he touched his butt.
Well, because you have to think the people who work there.
Yeah, but I thought there'd be like
go into the cage with the fucking animal,
like
move
wall.
the animal around.
It's gonna be like a wall, and then a cage. Like a good distance.
Right.
So you can't. Like I think the cat was just sitting down with his butt at the gate, and the guy's like, "I got your butt."
I mean,
he turned around and bit him.
You have to remember that a lot of these cages are built to keep the animals in, not keep people out.
But I figure it'd still be a good distance that maybe you can because of your wingspan, but a normal person can't.
Right. I mean, like I said, facts life are you shouldn't be doing like you wouldn't go up to a lion.
Now that I think about it, now in this day and age of everything that happens, you should really put plexiglass.
I wouldn't. I don't give a fuck. Like a jaguar don't bother me.
Who's a good kitty?
Right.
Do you see those videos? You don't think this happened? Like this guy's just chilling with the lion, and another lion's coming to just get him, and then another lion chases that lion and pushes him away.
Right.
So they want to hurt the guy. And the guy's just hugging a lion.
Yeah.
Like what? That's worse than that Russian that smacked that bear.
He raised listen. It's an animalistic.
And then they said they
instinct.
came back. They would come back, and the lion come hug him.
Right. The lion knows. He's like, oh, this dude's gonna smack me up if I
it
get.
Was like this guy's laying down, lion's in his lap, and there's like a panther or something like creeping.
Right.
And he goes to run, and this lion out of nowhere fucking hits him. So he wouldn't attack the guy. I'm like, that lion protected him.
The people who raise these cats and stuff get into the herd and things of that nature,
But the Russian punched that bear.
Yeah.
Smacked his ass because he tried to take his food.
I like the lady.
They pushed the bear.
Yeah, the bear tried to grab the dog because the dog was barking at him. Right, the dog was in the wrong at this point. The bear was just walking across the fence trying to get from point A to point B.
Oh, hey, boo boo.
Right, and fucking the dog started barking at him, so he went to go pick the dog up. And the lady ran out, grabbed the dog from him, pushed him off the fence, like
pushed the bear off the fence.
Just walked up, no fear, just get off the fence.
That Russian didn't have fear either. He's over here trying to bite something. Here comes the bear. He's like, poof, no.
I like.
You like.
Did you ever see the guy's in the snake cage with all the cobras?
He just throws it.
Or smacked it in the top of the head.
No.
Bad.
Oh, you're just going through and throwing them, like it's nothing.
But the problem is people see videos like this. Right? They see these videos and then they're like, oh, well, I'm just gonna stick my fucking hand in a jaguar cage, right? Like it'll be fine.
Or was he doing this one thing like this? He's like, I am the beast master.
Right, and the jaguar just came up and gnawed his fucking arm.
Tries to pet it, goes slowly. I am the alpha. TJ said, "Not gonna."
That message over again from it's just crazy.
The Viking.
Yeah. 2/3 of a throuple.
I can imagine a chubby blonde sandwich. Why there gotta be a chubby blonde? Can't be a skinny blonde. Oh well, sandwich between you two Viking. We're Vikings.
The crazy things people say on here.
That one guy said there was like a music video that has edited in it. And I couldn't find it. I looked. I was like, who took time out of their day to edit me in DJ Space in a Brokeback Mountain?
Oh, God. I can't even anymore.
You can't hate on us, guy. You guys can talk all this shit. That's just creative. But, like, you're not going to hurt our feelings.
I mean, the worst part is the creativity of the insult.
That's pretty creative.
Right? Like, I spend most of my days sitting around.
Same Steve. That's the guy who was telling us about that video that never was there.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Welcome back, Steve.
That's nice. I think it's like a 4-year-old or something. I have no idea.
No, not the way he's fucking.
Not the way he's talking, no. But it's crazy to think of like the different the different insults and stuff like that. It's like you
Very
didn't even.
creative.
Yeah, you really even like. I spend all day thinking about insults, to say to Josh. I really do. Like sometimes I'll spend 2 or 3 days thinking about fucked up things to say to him. Most just come to me.
I think insults have to
You
do
know?
like flirting. You gotta make sure it's creative and clever.
But you can't do that anymore. People get, it hurt my feelings, and then they get all.
Don't you hate when you say a smart joke and no one gets it, or a smart insult and no one gets it?
Right.
It's like, see, that's
That's the
that
problem.
was clever.
That's the
Like,
problem with this world.
They don't get smart insults.
Yeah,
You're dumb.
Those are actually my favorite, because then I just like, they look at me like I'm stupid, and I'm like, okay, well.
You don't get it? You don't know what a Richard Cranium
That's
is?
one I won't get in trouble for a few weeks, and catch it later,
I like the clever ones. Like when Sony does, she does it quick too. She's like, bam. Like when we're doing the Apex thing, you're like, oh, I can't wait for next season. I was like, I'm gonna play Octane. She's like, you play Apex? I was like, damn.
No, not really.
Oh,
He plays Roadblocks on Apex.
I play Minecraft.
He likes to loot.
I like to play Minecraft.
He just goes
I
around
play
and
Fortnite on Apex.
finds all the eggs and
I'm all gold out, and then I step out and get shot and die.
right. Well, that's like it's crazy to me, right? There's like, oh, there's Easter eggs. It's like, bitch, I don't have time for that.
What, in Apex?
Yeah, you don't have time.
found
You never have time.
We found
You
them.
have time.
We found them.
I know, but
And the training thing, the ship's coming.
and there's never.
And then
enough
there was
time.
a Nessie that was on top. There's a Nessie in the room.
No, I've seen them, Josh. Right? Like I seen the one passing because we land there all the time. I see it as we go by, but I'm not like land up there and look at it while you guys are getting shot down in the hole. Because then I'd have to. Where were you? I was looking at the Easter egg.
And then the key for the ship.
See, you again. I have no idea. Like I don't really care.
There's a Nessie. Okay, when you go
I
up.
care about motherfuckers dying when I hit the floor. Like,
Well, where you land through the roof so you could go out as Valkyrie? And then across the way is usually shooting back and forth? And with Olympus?
no, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You go to the big building that has the chimney roof, and you go straight down it.
The chimney roof.
Across the way is usually what you're shooting at someone. So the bridge across the mountain comes down, and there's that one building right there.
Uh-huh.
Inside the building is a Nessie.
Jesus. Sorry, he's talking about Apex again.
Because we are out of viral news and we had no Trying the Wife's cooking, so now we're going to talk about Apex Legends.
No trying the wife cooking this week,
It
unfortunately.
has been suspended.
Yeah, the wife's been busy, and it's been try the husband's cooking, and I've been just cooking generic easy shit, to be honest. Anything that's easy. Because
The
after
only thing that came close was Sunday's pasta tonight.
after a certain I try for a few seconds, and then it's like this is ridiculous.
But what were you making in the crock pot? Oh, broccoli. You're like, why is this taking so long? Why is there so many ingredients?
Right? Yeah. Because you got to break up the broccoli, put in the beef, do all the stuff, and it's
I
like
can hear you
it's
getting
just like
frustrated.
it's like fuck, man. Just put in
There's also
the
the guy
broth
that just goes tuna, cheese, mayonnaise,
Right.
sandwich. We're done.
meal,
Meal or sub roll. Meal.
fucking over. Like it just takes too long to do all that stuff. And then she, of course, lies to me and says, "Oh, it's a great job," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's edible."
I mean, bologna.
Right, but it's that's how I know if it's real bad. Josh just makes bologna. Then again, if it has any seasoning in it, Josh makes bologna. Like if it's got any pepper at all, he just starts
When you start
coughing.
cooking at 8:15 at night, I'm like, hey, I need to go to bed, so I'll just have it for lunch.
Then you just get to work and throw it away.
No, I ate it.
Dirty bitch.
You think I make it to work? There's a trash can right
There's a
fucking
trash
outside.
can right outside. Just you don't check. I throw out. That's my chore. I throw the trash out.
You don't check.
Um.
But season 10 starts today, 1 o'clock
Yeah. So
Eastern time.
Josh really isn't, but I'm addicted to a game called Apex.
I used to be.
I've been playing for
10 seasons.
10 seasons.
9 seasons.
Yeah.
This will be the 10th.
Well, no, technically 11th.
Oh, yeah, the 0 season.
You know.
That happened for 4 months.
Right.
And then we got Octane.
But it's a shooting game that I like.
I just want to see the map.
You just want to see the map. You know it's not going to work for the first two and a half hours.
Every
right?
time. Poor Bob.
Like
Bob will get to play tomorrow.
it's gonna be 2 hours worth of loading.
2 hours worth of
2 hours worth
downloading.
of everything not working properly. Respawn's on something else, right? They're trying to put it out fast, but they don't have the manpower to make sure it works.
It's like you download it on your last update. about you knowing it. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the whole system.
Right, they're trying
Like
to do it ahead of time.
Yeah, like out of nowhere, we had the Christmas one. Like we didn't even know it the first time it came around. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. You have a Christmas event. You're like, what the fuck?
Right, we were playing. And
When did we download that? But then it was like the last event just now when it changed the arenas, and we couldn't play Kings Canyon no more.
Right.
But then we couldn't play
everything.
nothing.
Well, I guess it got hacked too, like in the middle of
Remember,
it.
it's like it showed up and it was like, I have nothing to play. We can't play arenas. All we can do is play arenas, and we don't even have the new arena to play.
You know what the problem is like you have quite a few people that actually play these video games. You know, the ones where they update every few months and stuff like that.
You know, Call of Duty, Fortnite,
Right. Well, because they figured out like it's not
soon
like
Halo.
it's not like so you want to play God of War, right? Now,
You pop in God of War.
right, but you buy God of War for $60, $70, you know, whatever it is for that console, and it's just God of War.
Sometimes you got some patches or add-ons, like
Right.
Spider-Man did.
Right, but not a. It's still it's you know, they're gonna the one patch or add-on they make money for.
Yeah.
Right, where like Respawn, Fortnite, stuff like that are Rockstar, who come up with stuff almost every other weekend for
Oh yeah, the Grand Theft
for
Auto
Grand
line
Theft
event.
Auto. You know, that's how they're making their money currently every week is microtransactions, the little, you know, $5 here, $10
Oh no, you
there.
see how Apex has changed with
you
those
know.
things.
Right.
Like there's nothing you cannot get. Like they're not even putting in packs anymore.
Well, no, but
Basically.
that's the thing with, like you say, there's nothing, but there's a lot of things you can't get once the sale's gone.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless they bring it back around, it's gone. Like
Or
that's
they have
like you
it-
can't get if you didn't play season 2, you can't get stuff from season 2. That's
No.
that you'll never see it again. Like that's it. It's gone.
Same thing with the Amazon thing, the
Yeah.
Prime things. Once you get it, you can't
Right.
get it again.
Or if
The
you do,
Twitch.
if you miss it, you'll never see it. It's not like it's just there's a list of like
Yeah,
things
they
you go
they
back and
erased
get.
my skins. I couldn't get them back. I got my experience and everything back, but they took all my skins,
Right, you
all
did.
my emotes. They took everything
You
from
look
me.
like you just started last season. Like,
But I
you
had
know,
I had all my experience.
you know. So it's
I had all
it's-
my kill. Like it says all your kills and everything, but it's locked.
right.
It's like wait, it was unlocked.
Yep.
Oh, you got all these badges on your first day. Way to go! Like
But that's the way the games and stuff are progressing now. Is it's the small transactions, right? Because you have to think, all right, if you got one person playing it, there's probably 100,000 people playing it.
well, this is worldwide. They're having events.
That's right,
There's
you
like
know.
crazy.
But that's what I'm
and
saying.
it's across all platforms.
right. So you have, and it's even on the phone now.
That's about to be, but it's
Like-
not the same server.
I'm just saying though, it's they're using, you know, and then they put out like so the heirlooms. It's $200 almost to get all the
Shards.
all the stuff, so you can get the shards for that particular one.
And you see
And-
people like
and-
first they have it,
Right. Oh, you know they spent the $200.
or it's like the people
You know.
that get sponsored for Fortnite to get all their skins.
And you think they put out one of those heirlooms every season, and now they're $200 every season.
Guaranteed.
So now if you're doing the season pass plus the $200 for the heirloom, you're at $210 right there every season. Every season. You know, I don't do that shit. I get my battle, but even right like that, I get my battle pass. That's $10.
Yeah, but you know if you play correctly.
Yes,
If you don't spend any of your coins,
I
the next battle pass is free.
I use my fucking coins on some other. I get at least one thing from the.
You want the legendary
you
item,
know, I like
and then
the
Sony gets in the pack.
right. And then
and you're like-
Sony just gets it free, fucking heirloom, free. Jesus.
So yes, if you guys are Apex Legend fans, it starts today around 1 o'clock. But you probably won't get to play it till 5. Maybe tomorrow.
It'll be so fucked up. Also, Kings Canyon's coming back. All 3 maps will be for the first time apparently in rotation.
No way.
Yeah, they're gonna start with a split. World's Edge will be all this week,
Of course.
and then ranked will be World's Edge and Kings Canyon, and not Olympus, which I'm excited for
Love Kings Canyon.
because Kings Canyon on some ranks.
All types of Kings Canyon from day 1 until Loba.
I prefer the season 1 Kings Canyon. The crazy thing is so we got season 1's King Canyon
Oh, they brought it back day 1.
right halfway through this season or towards the end of the season, they brought the day one back, and you could tell that a lot of people just were not comfortable with it. But
we were.
But the seasoned people, right? Like me and Sonya were like literally
Knew where to go.
taking fucking kill lead from each other. Right.
Well,
the
not
whole
even
way
that.
up.
You knew the secret passage to get to I don't know where, so you could hear the person coming.
Yeah, I knew.
So they didn't know the turn to shoot you, so they just kept walking. So you shot them.
Right. Well, it's like
A lot of third partying because so much. They even say it in rank. You will get third partied
All
in
the time.
Kings Canyon. Like you cannot.
well, it's because the map's so small.
Then you have nowhere to put your back against.
Yeah. Right. Well, and
There's always an opening.
just like that, like I don't think I got under 5 kills.
On Kings Canyon? No, me either.
I was just tearing them up.
We knew exactly where to go, where the good loot was.
But then you had all the people from like season 6 and 7, stuff
just
like
started.
that, who never saw Kings Canyon day one, didn't know about Skull Town, didn't know
Skull Town.
Didn't know nothing. We're just getting fucking
If you
tore
can beat
apart.
Skull Town, you're gonna win the game.
That's right. That's it. Guaranteed every time. If you win in Skull Town, the rest of the game is cake. It's
Cake.
everybody else you run into, good as dead.
Good as
You know,
usually right when you come out of Skull Town, that first little next to the market,
market right there.
you
Yeah.
kill them. Then you go straight to where the tower is, kill them, and it usually ends up over there on the other side.
I'm telling you, me and Sonya were killing it. 10 kills. Had a couple matches that were 10 kills deep. You know, for both of us, like we had.
Get mad at each other.
Just yeah, it's just well, she'd take it, and I'm like, no, I'm kill leader.
Oh, and don't give DJ a Kraber in Kings
You know,
Canyon,
don't give me a Kraber anywhere.
but mostly in Day 1 Kings Canyon.
Day one's king. Yeah, too many places.
He won
to
his
hide.
solar matches in that bitch. All right, so before we go, we're just going to answer these 2 questions because that's our topic. Yes. What place would you first travel to if you could time teleport?
You want to try again? Because there's a lot of
What place would
variations.
you
Am I time
first-
traveling or teleporting?
What place would you travel to if you could teleport?
If I could because I don't fly, right?
Somebody says I'm the kill leader.
You're not. I'm the kid. Goddamn.
No, no
kill leader.
flying. You just you can teleport. What's the first place you would travel to?
Oh God, someplace far, far away from all of you.
Well, depends if you follow the teleporting rules. I think you have to be there.
Uh-huh.
You have to be there, or so you don't teleport into a wall.
I can't.
I guess that'd have to be a place you recognize, right?
Just.
You could be like Jumper and look at the
Oh,
magazine.
I wouldn't go anywhere then. I
To the store to get blunt wraps.
I'd teleport to the store to get
He'd
blunt wraps.
still be late to work.
Still be late to work. I was never late to work to begin with, so it's not.
You can teleport and you're still fucking late.
You're right. You used to get so mad at Barry.
Oh, that
the
got me.
fastest man on the planet.
We were
you're always
watching
late.
the first fucking Justice League and fucking Batman or someone cleaned it all up,
Right.
and then Superman and Flash got there at the same time. Like the 2 fastest people in the world. You fucking late?
A different universe and string theory.
She said you're killing it in a different universe. In a
That's,
parallel universe when you're good.
in one of the infinite
She did
universe,
a smart joke.
I'm probably pretty good at Apex. Yeah, just not this one.
So you just go get blunt wraps?
Goddamn. Yeah, I'd use it for going to get blunt wraps and
Get tuna.
you know
Ice.
ice.
Still doesn't leave past
I wouldn't
this-
buy anything. Like
what
there'd
is
be no
it?
point to buy anything. Just pop in, grab it, and just pop out. Like
Yeah, you couldn't be here in Nakamura. Could you just stop time, walk in, grab it, teleport
grab
out?
what I need. And, leave.
Or the Flash, you were just running. Him man went to Kingston to get pizza.
Why is there people getting fired? Did you put that pizza? I swear I put it in. It's like, where is that?
So many people got fired over in Keystone.
Well, what about you? Where would you go?
If I could teleport,
And that's all the time we have.
I would
Don't
go.
forget.
I would go see Brett.
I teleport to see Brett more often.
Well, instant transmission. Oh, your power levels are too low. I can't get it.
Jesus. All right,
Our
what-
next question
let's see.
is: what do you think the most believable conspiracy is?
Oh, see, I don't do those.
No,
No, that's
it's probably
a-
alien. I would say aliens.
That's a Sonya thing. I don't. The conspiracies.
the clitoris.
the
The
con-
woman orgasm.
Jay, it sounds like.
The G spot. The clitoris is not a myth.
I honestly like even when Sonya starts talking about conspiracy theories and stuff, I shut down. Like I listen to her, right? But it's like in one ear and out the other because otherwise I start having panic attacks.
Her 7-minute conspiracy theory turned to a 2-hour long documentary.
Right. Like I just.
She has the whiteboard up and she's pointing at it. And fucking lines.
The worst part is she knows, right? She can hear like me get quiet and less responsive, and then I'm just not there anymore.
And that's why we think Loki was was it something Cooper?
No, that's stuff like that, right? But she does like real life conspiracy theories.
She goes deep.
Yeah, no, I can't. Damn sure. Sometimes just terrible nightmares.
She's just like, Tony Stark built this in a cave.
Like some of them are just.
I think the most for us is a intelligent life on a different planet. I think.
Honestly, see that one doesn't bother me at all. Like I just
give him nightmares.
I just can't believe that
people kidnapping Mimas.
Kidnapping the Mimas, bro. Well, who does that? Why would you kidnap somebody's Mima? Like, what did Mima do to you? Right? And there was no reason for taking Mima. You just took Mima because you wanted to snatch. You just wanted to snatch up Mimas. Like, I don't know if I could be okay with that. Like, what do you do all day? Oh, I snatch up Mimas. Like,
there's a line.
Right. There's got to be a line somewhere.
I support you being a serial killer and everything because that's what you're passionate about.
Right, but leave people's Mimas out of it.
I thought you were just killing pedophiles and shit, but like, you're kidnapping Mimas? I draw the line. Like, no. DJ, you try to blow up, you try to take over the world 3 times. Yeah, but I don't kidnap Mimas.
Yeah, but right, I'm not a monster.
I'm not a monster. I pay my taxes. Like, I have health insurance. Like. Right. So what? I try to poison Superman. That's Superman. I'm not stealing Mimas. Fuck, you're a monster.
I'm not a monster. All right, I think that's all we've got for today's show.
It is. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to catch us every Tuesday morning between the hours of 10 and 12, 10 a.m. and 12 p.m.
Wednesday between 4 and 6
p.m.
Don't forget that this month is August all month. All month.
All 31 days.
And it is National Back to School Month. And our charity for this month is Kids in Need Foundation.
Yes. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button to catch us. Especially you, Steve.
That's what you just said that.
No, turn your notifications. Always turn your notifications.
Always turn your notifications
on Twitch, on Facebook, on YouTube.
And when the shit works, it'll let you know. Because sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah, if you guys find Steve, tell him the same thing.
131 episodes. That's a lot of.
130.
That's a lot of episodes. No wonder I'm tired of you. Toodaloo, motherfuckers.
That's all we have for today. Stay tuned.
Oh, don't forget about our audio versions.
On Anchor FM, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
That's right. Wherever you get your podcasting needs.
And in 1 hour, we're going to play the new season of Apex. So,
what time is it? Oh, it's noon already.
So, as DJ says, toodaloo and stay tuned.
Toodaloo, motherfuckers.